Welcome to VSB News Online for Friday, April 3rd. I'm Charles Webb. We begin our news with this advisory from the Bermuda Police Service. Police are on the lookout for a missing patient from the Mid-Atlantic Wellness Institute. He is 31-year-old Shiloh Payne, who was last seen at the facility last night at about 7:45. The police are asking that if anyone sees this man, simply take note of his clothing, which are black trousers, a black sweater, and black sneakers, and contact the nearest police station. The public are asked not to engage him if sighted. Simply take note of his location and clothing and call the police at 295-0011. On a brighter note, under brilliantly sunny skies, Bermudians took to the beaches, stadiums, and fields, and even their backyards today to observe Good Friday. VSB's camera person Adrian Smet joined me on a tour of two locations where music throbbed, kites hummed, and families enjoy this very special day.
There's no better place than Horseshoe Bay to spend Good Friday. I know it's going to be a great day out here. Let's have a great kite competition. Everybody enjoy, be safe, have fun, and do some of the things I like to do. Eat those hot cross buns and fish cakes and relax and just have a good time. God bless you all. Thank you.
Good Friday, we start to get to the culmination of perhaps the holiest week in the Christian calendar. So you have to reflect back to that. And when you see the traditions of the kite and what the kite stands for, and then you see how it's developed in Bermuda with the various events that go from one end of the island to the other, especially in these times where we face so many difficult challenges and so many people struggle, this is another one of those opportunities to continue to bring the community together and to be thankful for what we have, but also to get strength and to deal with the challenge you have. And so whether you're at Horseshoe Bay, whether you're at PHC, whether you're down at St. David's, or whether you're just kicking back with your families in your neighborhood, it's about coming together. It's about appreciating that we're all in this together and to be positive about where we go from here. Because, Jesus Christ was crucified. He came again. And we need to take that hope and make that hope a reality for Bermuda.
Now let's talk about family. I mean, you're the Premier of Bermuda, but wouldn't you rather be sitting relaxing with the family? Or you on duty now?
No, my daughter's with me. Both my daughters are away right now. My youngest is going to graduate from law school in May, and my oldest is in Boston. They both just flew in yesterday and today. So yeah, they come to me. They come with me to Horseshoe Bay, and it is a family day. My other daughter is just doing some studying before we go to another function. So yeah, very much part of family. And one of the things I've tried to do, maybe I can do it a little bit better, but as Premier, I try to get my family involved in as much as I can, and they enjoy that type of stuff. So they came straight to the airport, straight to the beach to enjoy Bermuda. So.
Okay, so now tell me, what is the purpose of this table?
Well, it's like this. We're beach bums. We love Horseshoe Bay. We started with making our little lawn chairs in the sand, and then my sister went on, online and saw a picture of a table, and so my sister, she was the one that first built it, and then I joined in, and we've been doing it ever since. We were down here from 10 after 7 this morning. Took us 2 hours. And
what's with the food?
It's Good Friday. You have to have codfish cakes, hot cross buns, potato salad, and baked beans.
So you bring your burners and everything out to...
Well, yeah, a little small barbecue, because we're not really supposed to get out of hand with coals and stuff on Horseshoe Bay.
Now tell me, at the end of the day, do you have to put all the sand back in place?
We have never been told that yet, but we will if we have to. We don't want anybody to fall in, but normally by the time we leave, everybody's already caved and collapsed the whole thing anyway, so...
So next year, are you planning on a bigger table? Or this is big enough.
Well, we'll see how the outcome is today, and then maybe we will. Bigger shovels then, maybe a little backhoe.
What is happening here today?
So today is an event for the community, by the community. At PHC, we thought that this would be a good event for all the kids to come out, both young and old. And we had about 120 people in the walk run this morning, which was more than double from last year. And we're looking to build on it. Just have a good time and a positive environment for everyone.
Now, I didn't see any kites.
We have a couple kites. You got a few PAC kites for sale. So obviously we have one for you if you show one. But we have kites. A couple are up now. More will go up throughout the day. Just a positive event, for everyone.
Now, no event like this is a success without food. Where are the fish cakes? Where are the hot cross buns?
So right behind you have Sensational Delights, the PAC Under 10. They're raising money for the tour this summer, so they're also selling food. So there's tons of food, tons of drinks, just everyone come out and have a good time at the end of the day.
Now, as the president, is this your job to sort of marshal everything to make sure everything goes correctly?
My job is to sit back and watch everyone just do what they have to do. I'm just staying back and I'm just happy to see everyone come together and make this happen.
So you're just going to chill?
I'm going to chill, going to help out where need be. Yeah.
Let me see you waving, jump around and start praising. Tonight we are celebrating. Oh yes, we having another time waving, jump around and start praising.
What is the purpose of your dance group coming here for Good Friday?
Well, we were invited by PAC to just come out and to, number one, show the community what Mount Zion Dance Group is about, and number two, perhaps widen our dance group and bring some more children out to dance for the Lord.
But now, Mount Zion is a church. I thought Good Friday was the most sacred day. Why are you dancing on a day like today?
We can do anything that brings honor to God. So, it doesn't matter if we're in the church, if we're outside of the church, as long as we're bringing honor to God, that's what matters.
And how long have these youngsters been dancing?
A lot of them have been dancing for about 5 years. The youngest one that we have is 5, so she's new. But most of them have been dancing for like 3 to 5 years.
And are you a former dancer?
Yes, I am. I was dancing for 16 years.
Now, when you say this is liturgical dancing, does that follow a scripture of any kind? I'm ignorant, tell me.
It does. Most of our dances are 2 songs, but they also have a scriptural base. So if there's a song that we hear, we find a scripture that matches or alludes to what we're trying to portray in our movements.
Thanks to the intervention of Bermuda's new ombudsman, Victoria Pearman, the Transport Ministry has instructed bus operators not to deny school children free passage when they are not in possession of a bus pass. The situation became confused when a spokesman for the PTB was quoted as saying that all students will be required to show their bus passes in order to ride free or pay the full fare. The Ombudsman's point that the policy had previously been loosely enforced and that many students had lost their passes and would have had to go to St. David's to get another was accepted by Minister Sean Crockle. Now parents are being given sufficient time and opportunity to obtain passes. Premier Michael Dunkley has a quick answer for those who may have got the impression that his government is struggling with how seriously it should take the global issue on climate change.
I don't know if it's fair to say that government is still struggling to look at what to do with climate change. I think you have to reflect that. And first, I agree that climate change is a big issue. It's a tremendously important issue. In fact, I was just reading a press article a couple of days ago where a well-known journalist was saying that one of the biggest issues of our time is not terrorism and ISIS and people like that, it's climate change. And quite a compelling case when you take a look at it. But here in Bermuda, I think successive governments have been sincere in their approach to climate change, and we will do what we can. But I think, Brian, you have to reflect that we're a small dot on that map. And while we can have an impact, we certainly can have an impact which some of the other leading industrial countries in the world can take. I think our position is well set out in the white paper on energy, and we continue to work on those deliverables and making that happen. I certainly respect the environment. I live very close to the ocean, as many Bermudians do. I understand just how beautiful our environment can be, and I understand how we as humans can take it for granted and abuse it. And I'll do everything I can to work with everyone who's interested to try to protect our environment. Because after all, Brian, we love life, but every day our lives are getting shorter. future generations need to be able to enjoy the same opportunities and the paradise that we had. And I think we all can play a part. It's frustrating for me to see how people will just forget the little things in life that make a big difference, such as keeping Bermuda beautiful. You know, we all have a role to play. It's frustrating to walk down the street and see somebody drop their coffee cup right there, or driving along, you see somebody flicks a cigarette butt out of the window. You know, these type of little things, they all add up, and we can all make a difference.
And we'll be back with more news right after this.
The Marketplace Food Court is you and your family's one-stop shop. Start your day at the Breakfast Bar with omelets made to order and traditional Bermuda codfish breakfast. The chefs will cook lunch and dinner to your liking. Along with the salad bar, sandwich bar, sushi bar, and fruit bar, the Marketplace Food Court is your kitchen away from home. Every day is hassle-free with nutritious meals from the Marketplace Food Court. Visit us 7 days a week. Homemade cooking, quality service, all at prices you can count on.
The 50th anniversary of the creation of the Bermuda Regiment will be celebrated throughout the year, but one of the highlight events is being held on Sunday, April the 12th at Government House. VSB's News' Brian Darby has the details.
The Bermuda Regiment's 50th Anniversary Committee invites members of the public who have obtained free tickets in advance to join the band of the Bermuda Regiment and other community bands and musicians on Sunday, April the 12th, for a reunion concert to mark the Bermuda Regiment's 50 years of service in Bermuda. This event, which will start at 3 p.m, is hosted by courtesy of Governor George Ferguson and Mrs. Ferguson in the grounds of Government House, offering entertainment for the whole family. The North Village Community Band, the Somerset Brigade Band, the Bermuda Island Pipe Band, the Bermuda Chamber Choir, the Bermuda Youth Orchestra, and members of the Warwick Academy Orchestra will perform. Committee Chair Stephen Caton said, "It's a thrill for all of us to bring this free concert to the people of Bermuda as part of the year-long celebrations to mark the historic and significant role the regiment has played within our community. We encourage everyone to reunite with us." Attendees must obtain free tickets in advance at www.bdatix.bm and are encouraged to carpool. Access to the grounds of Government House is by the North Shore Gate only. Gates open at 1:30. There's limited parking provided within the grounds. Concert goers are welcome to bring their own baskets, blankets and chairs. Refreshments will be available and limited seating will be provided for seniors. In the event of inclement weather, the concert will be moved indoors to the Ruth Seaton James Auditorium. And if you have any queries, you can contact these concert organisers at www.br50.bm. That's www.br50.bm. Brian Darby reporting for VSB News.
Bermuda's own Marine Debris Task Force has put out the welcome mat to the visiting Race for Water expedition, whose ship is spending the weekend at the Fairmont Hamilton Princess Marina before heading for New York and the United Nations. Among the local group is Keep Bermuda Beautiful, whose executive director, Ann Hyde, is delighted that the island has become such a magnet for such marine projects.
Well, about 5 years ago, we had the 5 gyres group here, and they've also been studying all of the 5 oceanic gyres and studying marine plastic. Their founder is Captain Charles Moore, who is credited with finding the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So we're delighted that we have another expedition team here, and this time from Europe, from landlocked Switzerland, and we're thrilled to know that they know so much about the marine debris problem that's plaguing our oceans, and that they have this fabulous expedition here. They're undertaking to do a continuous sail on this amazing boat. In 300 days, they'll be visiting all 5 oceans. So the Bermuda Marine Debris Task Force are here to help support them while they're here in Bermuda. Bermuda is their second stop of their long expedition. And so the Bermuda Marine Debris Task Force formed 5 years ago. It's KBB, Green Rock, BEST, BIOS, the National Trust, BUEI, the Waste Management Section, the Bermuda College Science Department. There's a Bermuda Ocean Explorers Dive Group, and Mrs. Judy Klee, who has been a long-time beachcombing expert.
So we're doing something about it.
We are doing something locally. We're thrilled that other people are doing this globally. There's a big spotlight on it right now. It's very timely. So we're thrilled to have them here.
As part of the Bermuda Tourism Authority's ecotourism drive, local residents are being invited to find time during the hospitality month of April to experience some of the new and old eco-tours that are now available to visitors. Most notable, perhaps, is the new idea of taking a train travel along the Bermuda Railway Trail. But there are many more equally imaginative opportunities. They are laid out in a new eco-tours brochure put out by the BTA in hard copy and online. Tashay Thompson, manager of leisure and cultural events, said that the new brochure highlighted the scenic and serene beauty of the island, and the tours encompass a wide range and appeal. She hoped residents who took the tours in April would become better able to advise visitors on what Bermuda had to offer in ecotourism. And now we turn to Earl Baisden with the latest from the sports desk.
In a story that just won't go away, the America's Cup teams, which voted this week to downsize the Catamarans for the 2017 regatta, have hit back at unhappy squads Team New Zealand and Luna Rossa's challenge, suggesting hypocrisy. In a joint statement from cup holder Oracle Team USA, as well as challengers Armis Racing, Ben Ainsley Racing, and Team France expressed disappointment that Team New Zealand's reaction to rule changes, some of which were insisted upon by Luna Rossa. Great Britain's Sir Ben Ainsley says the move to reduce boat size for the 2017 America's Cup will make it cheaper and easier for the teams to compete. Teams voted to switch from the 62-foot catamarans to 45-foot to cut cost. However, Italian team Luna Rossa has withdrawn from the race over the ruling, and Team New Zealand could follow suit. The Italian said they had not agreed to the rule change and it needed the unanimous approval of all teams before such a decision could be made. The America's Cup is disappointed to learn that Luna Rossa intends to withdraw its challenge for the 2017 America's Cup. While we have not yet received a formal notice of withdrawal, we take the team's media statement that they are leaving the America's Cup as real. This is quoted from Commercial Commissioner Harvey Scheller. Organizers are putting the finishing touches on preparations as St. Kitts readies itself for the 44th edition of the Carifta Games, which gets underway at the Silver Jubilee Stadium. Leading athletes from 26 countries across the region, including Bermuda, will do battle in the under-18 and under-20 categories throughout the weekend as they contest honors in what is the Caribbean's premier junior track and field championships. Teams have started arriving for the showpiece, which organizers expect to attract large crowds, with the island hosting Carifta for the second time in 7 years. However, reports out of St. Kitts suggest that athletes are suffering from poor treatment. Several athletes have now been waiting over 9 hours for rooms, which seems to be a huge problem at the Marriott Hotel in St. Kitts. Trinidad and Tobago's athletes have checked into the hotel so far, but the smaller teams are having problems. Cayman Islands, Aruba, Guadeloupe, Dominica, and Turks and Caicos Islands are some of the teams suffering. No word on the Bermuda team as of yet. Late yesterday afternoon, the Bermuda Cricket Board released the approval for the 2015 transfer list. Some 30 players have moved clubs, with Devonshire Recreation Club obtaining 7 signatures. Willicott's pair and Somerset Cup match players Christopher Douglas and Ricardo Brinkman have signed with the Devonshire Recreation Club, who are being coached by Dwayne Lavrock, while Bayless Bay have gained the services of Ricky Hoyt from PHC, Zico Burgess from St. George's Cricket Club, and Malachi Jones from Willicott's. St. George's Cricket Club Cup match captain Aronde Bascom has moved to Southampton Rangers along with Hassan Dorm from PHC, while Keyshawn Smith from Devonshire Rack, Clay Darrow from Western Stars, and Christopher Fogo from Willicott's have all joined Clay Smith at Cleveland County. Ryan Steed, who was a member of the Bermuda national cricket team that qualified for the 2017 ICC Cricket World Cup, has taken over the coaching duties at St. George's Cricket Club, the club he also represented during the annual Cup Match Classic. Patrick Nesbitt recently competed in the Sunshine Tour event in Spain. Nisbet on day one competed in the 1.35 meter table A against the clock class, riding Quick Paro Z, finished 32nd, clocking a time of 60.49, and they had 4 penalty fault points. Competing in the table C class, Nisbet and Balaz finished 23rd, clocking a clear round time of 81.15. Nisbet recorded a top 10 finish in the accumulator class when he and Ankanta finished 8th, clocking a clear round time of 57.42. Team Hurricanes got off to a solid 3-1 start in the first leg of their Montreal Hoop basketball experience. The team played in a doubleheader at the Lower Canada College. Team Hurricanes suffered a heartbreaking loss to Stansted Select, 54-53, yet they were able to recover to post a convincing 55-35 win over Lower Canada College. On the second day of action, another doubleheader, Team Hurricane picked up 2 more wins. Hurricanes defeated 2 Montreal High School area teams. They defeated the Chagawai Valley Regional High School 84-47. They then defeated the Messi Vayner Regional High School 76-61. I'm Earl Basden reporting for VSB Sports.
Looking at the weather for Saturday, April the 4th, there will be mixed sun and clouds, becoming mostly cloudy late at night. Winds will be south-southwesterly and moderate. We are expecting a high near 71 and a low near 67. This weather forecast is a courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Well, thank you for joining us on VSB News Online for this Good Friday, April the 3rd. I'm Charles Webb, and take this opportunity to wish you a very happy Easter.